ladies and gentlemen. We've been away for a little bit. There's been no basketball. Has this week felt a bit strange to you guys at all?
Why? No, because you keep busy and the basketball, you can tend to forget about it. Not forget about it completely, but you know what I mean? Like, it's at the back of your mind.
You know it's coming, but you're just
biding your time.
Because I feel like, I don't know, because even Champions League was done. So like this week has just been like, other than tennis, sports wise, I feel like this week has been, actually no, W has been going on as well actually.
MLB.
I don't watch the MLB. It's just very loud. That's why I just moving away from it. That's the only reason I would ever.
You know, you're good.
That's the only reason. Don't worry, I'm not kind of get onto you. But yeah,
have you been watching the W?
Yeah, I have been. Honestly, I'm a big fan. I'm genuinely a big fan.
Do you wanna talk about them a little bit?
On the way here, we were having an argument, basically, about...
I wouldn't say it's an argument.
It's not argument.
It's an argument to you. I don't think it's an argument.
Yeah.
But continue.
We have an argument about the whole Caitlin Clark situation, essentially. And whether or not they think it's jealousy. I'm not saying that it's not, but this particular instance that they were talking about, I think that's just that person's character. I think in general, there is such a thing as rookie hazing. It happens a lot. It might be more magnified on Caitlin because she's got this like hype around her right now, which is fair enough. Like she's performed very, very well in the college scene and she brought that hype with her. Fair enough. And she's actually had a couple tough games, but in general, I feel like she's played pretty well for a rookie season. So yeah, that was kind of what we were going back and forth on. They were saying that they need to be careful. Paul was actually saying that Stephen was right, that she's a golden goose and that they need to be careful with her. Isn't that correct, Paul?
100%, yeah.
Do you want to bring up what you was arguing about before? Or?
I think for me it's just like I said in the car. I feel like for the WNBA, they need to more so now. They need to be unified. This isn't the time to be jealousy. This isn't the time to be fighting amongst each other, petty fouls. This is the time to be unified. You know, everybody's talking about that league. People that didn't watch it before are watching it. It's popping up on your feed more and more. So capitalize. Come on, let's go.
Be
Get
united.
your money.
No jealousy, none of that BS. Be united, you know?
Your women, stay strong.
Stay strong. Let's go, women.
Elias. Please rescue me.
I have an opinion, but I feel like I'll say it.
No, say it.
I do think she is the golden goose.
You don't think?
No, she is.
100%. I mean, it's blatantly obvious, but yeah.
But yeah, in terms of that whole situation, I do agree with the whole point. If it wasn't Caitlin Clark, no one would care.
Yeah, no one would care. Yeah.
But I do think the game itself is growing and the viewership is expanding.
100%.
And she has brought that love with her, and they're just gonna have to accept that.
So, would you agree with us that there is a form of jealousy going on with other players in WNBA when it comes to Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, but probably say like you could go down every sport though.
No, but I'm just saying in this place, is it just going on? Is there like form of jealousy going on with Caitlin Clark? Whether it's petty tweets, whether it's incidents on the court.
That group of players, it does seem like it.
Okay, yeah, thank you. All right, that's all I want to say.
Okay. Now let's move on to the big boys.
Big boys.
Actually, if you guys want to hear more about WNBA from us, let me know. I'm more than happy to jump into topics and
so am I.
What's going on? But yes, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share, let a friend know. Why am I doing that? Because you only recently started watching. So
we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Roll Let's do it.
Say no more.
What's this about?
Say no more.
Rocco. Come on.
Don't listen, guys. If you're gonna say it, honor the roll call. Honor it.
Roll call.
There we go. Roll call. Who we got today?
Paul.
Elias.
Kelvin.
We were. I'm in the hoop. So as I said, it's finals week. We're actually filming. I forgot to say, we're actually filming the day of the finals. So currently we don't know the results. So you're gonna see this after game one.
We'll get it out tonight, guys. Don't worry.
Oh wow. Hopefully so. But yeah, let's just a quick recap of, I guess, the conference finals.
Eastern.
Eastern Conference Finals.
I feel like the last time we recorded, pretty much we all knew the results of that conference. Whether actually you said you felt like Indiana could take a
I
game.
thought they could take one game at home.
6 games or something like that. Something about
Why
going.
is
No,
that
he said they could take one game. No, he said he
One
could
game,
take
okay,
one
okay.
game. Don't do him like that.
Is it a game?
But we told you 4 games. Though. I
But
told
we
you,
told you,
we told you
though,
be a sweep.
Boston are
Too good.
very, very
Too
good in the clutch.
I mean, it's easy to say that when you're playing against no Tyrese Halliburton, you're playing against Pacers team no Tyrese. So
No, even with Tyrese, I still had him
I guess,
sweeping.
sweep, 100%, yeah, I agree with sweeping.
But give Boston credit where it's due. Like you have to go out there. What did I say in the last episode, which I butchered about
hands up.
injured animal? You know what I mean? They still have to go there. Still have to go there and get the job done. So give them credit. Tatum, I loved his aggressiveness. Brown, shout out Jaylen Brown. He's finally getting the credit that he deserves. Came out board, got his
Eastern
credit.
Conference
got
Finals
his,
MVP,
yeah. Let's see if he can win the Finals MVP.
which he can because he's the best player on that team.
I
So,
don't agree with that.
I'm joking. It's Tatum, but I was joking.
But yeah, let's see what he can do.
Apart from that, yeah, I agree with everything you said. There's nothing more to talk about Boston.
Yeah, I expected a sweep.
There's nothing. Yeah, Sixers. Nothing more to talk about.
Okay, so what do you guys think the Pacers need to do this offseason?
They were just unlucky with health, and I guess it's easy to say to improve when you run into Boston, but I feel like they got Siakam. They just need time for it to work with him and Tyrese, but I don't think they need to make more.
But
like that.
you know, we say that these guys could have taken both games
could have clutched.
on their home court.
And also, I saw
their
Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle.
Some of the ball they were playing late in the stretch of that game was horrific.
You know, they could have gone up 3-1, but Rick Carlisle butchered all the clutch. Like it was kind of with contrast with how it was the Mavs, but the Mavs executed. They had a chance to execute, they didn't execute. They literally bottled like 3 games. They could have gone up 3-1.
Can I ask you a question? Who executes? Is the coach or the players on the court?
The coach is what tells them what to do, but
But who executes the plan?
the players execute the plan.
So
So what?
how are you assigning blame to Rick Carlisle if the players didn't execute? You said execution, no?
Yes, but he literally. He didn't call a timeout. He let them play with like 8 seconds left. It's a problem with timeout. No. But that's part of execution.
That's not the style of play.
No, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb style of play. You have 8 seconds left. Call a timeout. Advance the ball to the half court. Instead, let them run out of inbound. That's just dumb. Even Carlisle said himself that game was on me. Carlisle said that game was on me. So even he's holding accountability, saying, but you're saying it's the players. No, they have to execute. Even Carlisle said it's on him.
Did I say he has no fault? I didn't say he has no fault. But you said execution. I'm talking about execution. To execute something is the players that execute. It's not the coach. The coach draws it up. It's up to you to execute it.
I don't think. Well, it clearly showed me that Rick didn't draw. He drew nonsense on the board. That's all he drew. Nonsense. So that's literally all he drew. They literally talked free. They could have gone up 3-1 on Boston. They could have gone up 3-1, but they literally butchered it in all 3 of those games. Like, which is crazy to think about. To be honest with you, but
One thing I would say on that is, you are not gonna get away with
doing that against.
let me not, because we are gonna look into it, but you will not. I promise you will not get away with that against the Dallas Mavericks.
I think the only other thing I would say that I think they can probably improve on is they need to look defensively. They need to find something in this off season. Either personnel, Pacers. Either personnel changes or just stressing it more, because we saw in the playoffs that there's flashes of them actually being able to defend and get
100%.
better. And I believe that, similar to what Paul said, I think with more time with Siakam joining them, definitely like there's going to be more chemistry. They were fortunate with the run this year. They were fortunate. So actually really analysing them and breaking down as to what to do. I wouldn't, if I'm them, I would say don't do anything right now. I would say try to maybe look for maybe small pieces to make changes. But the fact that they had a bench that was contributing that much in the playoffs,
The bench was really impressive.
Is very, very impressive.
Really impressive.
And they were able to stick to their style playing for us throughout. So they proved a lot of people wrong. I think they were fortunate in the sense that they came up against injured teams to really be able to test their mettle. But what we saw during the season before Tyrese got injured with his back was good. And in season tournament, they were beating good teams. So I think that their future is similar to, their future is very, very bright, I would say.
Yeah, it's bright.
Yeah.
I don't know about very bright though, because I still feel like Tyrese is not the type of dude that will take you to the promised land. He's not. So I feel like they're gonna need a guy that can come in there and be
I know,
the
but-
best player. Because I don't
so-
think
so-
I actually have a question, but this is for later on in the podcast.
So are you saying that's Siakam? And because I think
it's definitely not.
it's not
Siakam.
better, but I think it's better than Tyrese, but it's not Siakam, but I think it's better than Tyrese, but it's not Siakam.
You think Siakam's better than
Yeah, I
Tyrese?
think it's better. In the playoff court, I'll trust him more than Tyrese.
I think it's definitely debatable.
I'll trust him. More
I think it's debatable.
Why don't you think that Tyrese can develop into something that can take him to the promised land?
It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but just he's very, what's the word? Passive. And for your best player, I don't think you can win a championship with your best player being that passive.
He's heavy pass. He's heavy
pass, but it's not in a Chris Paul sense where he's orchestrating everything.
Yeah.
A lot of his assists are off passes that most players, in my opinion,
Can make.
Yeah. It's not. He doesn't orchestrate an offense like a CP. And even CP, he didn't get his ring for many reasons. But yeah, I don't think he's too passive. That's my main issue with him. And I feel like his shot making isn't versatile enough to be the best player on a championship.
And it's
team.
just me,
I
but
think he has a point. Sorry, now go finish.
no, I was just saying, it's just me. But when he takes that jumper, it feels so destroyed. Like it feels painful to see. It's so weird. I don't know. It's like I can't lie. It's one of the most ugliest jumpers I've seen. Like
It goes in.
Yeah, Tyrese when he shoots, I'm like I've been seeing why he's been bricking a lot, but he has been making prior to the injury he was making a lot, but after the injury he just started missing everything. But I don't think Tyrese can be a number one option, and that's me ruling him out. I don't think he has that type of makeup. I don't know what it is. It's like what you said. He's just very passive in that sense. But yeah,
I don't think, to be honest, I disagree with you in terms of the passive thing. I think he has a point of season on him before he's developed. This is only his third, fourth year?
third I think.
First postseason.
Yeah, and it's his first postseason. I think we should all expect a big jump from him coming into next year.
Okay.
I think the fact that he showed up on the biggest stage and actually wasn't afraid, and like in games where he was passive, came back the next game was super aggressive and still managed to get assists and score. I think we learned a lot from in terms of his character this year. In terms of whether he can be number one, I think that's still to be proven. I think if we actually see them go up against one of these teams healthy and see how their mettle was tested, I think their series against the Knicks was a good show in terms of him and Jalen Brunson going back and forth. In terms of, even though the Knicks weren't completely healthy, that would have looked very different. But I think that was more comparable series in terms of talent wise compared to what they were going on facing the Bucks. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I would say their future is very bright. I think there's a lot of guys that still like Aaron Nimhard, that he's got a bright future. I think what we saw from Neesmith as well is very, very promising signs in terms of him actually being an elite freeway player, which can also kind of take the ball. And he did it with no Benedict Mathurin as well. I don't know how big his contributions are going to be in future, but he's something that they are also building around that team in terms of to be a 6-man type role, at least from what I'm seeing. So yeah, no, I think they have. I would still agree with my point. I think they do have a very bright future.
Elias, any?
I would just say in terms of what they need to do, just run it back. It's your first postseason together. Maybe the defensive aspect, try and tighten up on that, but just run it back. You're a young team. You've got time.
I think making drastic changes now always just leads to ruin, especially like when I don't know. I think it was in Atlanta. I think it was it Atlanta that made big? No. Never mind. Let me not talk about that Atlanta run. That one made me mad. But let's talk about the Western Conference, man.
I think I should
start off. I feel like you have something to say.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Just leave it there because your jacket is banging.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, for our regular listeners that listen to this podcast, I'm sure if you tuned into the last episode, you would have seen me make some. Well, now they're ludicrous takes. I guaranteed game 2 for Minnesota, and in private, off recording, I guaranteed game 3 for Minnesota. But time and time again, I was made a fool, and I was run amok.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. But would he? Can you make the?
I'm not finished, am I?
Okay,
Let me finish, boy.
Okay. Say this.
So yeah, I am a man that prides myself on principles. I'll come out here and admit, Luka, Kyrie, Jason Kidd, all of them, they made me a damn fool. And I have to say, Paul's been spot on so far this playoffs in a lot of his takes. Whether I like it or not, he has been spot on. He took the Mavs against the Thunder. He took the Mavs against the Clippers. He took the Mavs against the Timber Cubs.
Wait. Did he take the Mavs against the Clippers?
He was hesitant, but he did. Give him his credit where it's due. He was very hesitant.
I was hesitant.
He was very, very hesitant. But give him his credit, man. Not many people would have taken him 3 times in a row. You don't think so?
No, go ahead. Sorry, this is not my segment.
Okay, but yeah, he's been spot on, man. And I have to say, Luka is that guy. I've been dreading saying it because of how a certain person acts on this podcast. But Luka is the guy that he says he is. He is that dude. He comes out there every night, especially in the playoffs. Really, I'm getting a bit concerned. Michael Jordan is going to have to watch his shoulder soon. Like, look at the points. Like, he's averaging very close to what Michael Jordan was averaging. Maybe even better. I'm sure he would say it's better.
No, it's not better.
Right now, he's averaging more in the playoffs.
Yeah, MJ is, yeah.
No, Luka's averaging.
No, it's MJ.
It's MJ, right? I love how he said it so confidently because I know you check after every playoff game. But
it's funny because I knew this playoff series when he played that injury, I knew it was gonna dip. Everything was gonna dip, so I knew it was over. It was over. So,
yeah, points per game.
Points per game. MJ has higher. Then it's Luka. Then it's AI. I think AI has 30 something.
But yeah, I say that to say for any Dallas Mavericks fan that watches this podcast, I'm sorry. I will never go against Luka with such brazen confidence. I'll watch my back always whenever I see that 6'7" Slovenian.
He weighs 6'8", but yeah.
Okay. But also let me give Kyrie his credit. And I can't lie, you got made to look a punk. Don't ever come out and say
I want Kyrie.
You don't want Kyrie. You need to watch your own team because we're gonna talk about them.
100%.
I should not even be put in this position, but I put my faith in a cat.
Meow.
Don't ever put your faith in a cat, guys. Meow. That's all I'll say. I apologize, Paul. I apologize, Olu, because you're a Mavs fan as well.
I put my faith in a cat.
But yeah, that's all I have to say.
I think you wanted to mention you want to say another word, but you didn't say instead of cat. You say that's fine. Whatever.
Yep. I apologize, Dallas Mavericks. I apologize, Luka. I apologize, Kyrie. Derek Lively, you balled out.
That's something we definitely talk about Derek Lively, but we'll get into that. But yeah. Just everything I wanted to say. But all I wanted to say was, you guys all looked at me funny, especially as I'm talking about you. I said prior to this series, I said 2 things. I don't trust Cat. As inconsistent. I don't trust the Timberwolves offense. And Ollie was like to me, look what they've been doing so far. They're number 1 offensive rating. They're beating Denver. They're being great offensively. I said, okay, that's great. But will it last? No, it won't because I don't trust the offense. So let's see how they fare against Dallas. And he was just like, and Ollie's face was like, he was making a lot of faces. But I told you what was what. You can't trust he's inconsistent. You can't trust Cats. And this is something I mentioned. You said Cat is the second option. I guess now you know that he's far from that. I knew who the Timberwolves are all along. Prior to this postseason, I said it. There's 2 teams I want to face. OKC and Timberwolves. I said it for a reason. Because they can't beat us. In the 7-game series, they can't beat us. And as for Ant, who's doing a lot of chirping this series, a lot of chirping. Coach Finch was acting like a sore loser. Jaden McDaniel was talking brazy things. So the whole point is, Ant, you need to just relax. I love you talking, but when you're getting beat up like that was basically a drive-by. You got hit on a drive-by and you're talking so much crud. Just calm down, play the game, sort of talking and yapping. Because by the end of the series, you were gassed, you need an oxygen mask. You just look very pathetic, to be honest with you. And, you know, people claim him as the next Michael Jordan, baby Jordan, all this nonsense. I knew there's something you said in the Denver series. You picked Timberwolves to beat Mavs, but you said karma will always come back. The way he was chirping, the way everyone's anointing him as all this shit. Yeah. And guess what? It happened the next years after that, which you didn't anticipate, but it happened next years after that. So I knew when Ant was doing all this talking, he was going to back you up because he's not that guy yet. He's not that guy. And hopefully he's learned his lesson not to not to pick on a guy when they have a Kyrie and Luka. So, he has a lot to learn. But I'll say the Timberwolves had a great season. This was not a failure by any mean. Even if they got swept, it wouldn't be a failure. But
also, sorry, there's one thing I want to say. Even though they let me down, one person that I want to give kudos to is, and I feel like he's getting a lot of unnecessary slack, is Gobert
100%
did what I needed him to do.
Yeah, 100%.
He came out there every night and gave me exactly what I needed. I'm not going to
butcher him that everyone else is doing. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's wrong.
It's stupid.
Look at the numbers he put up. Is exactly what you expect from Gobert. Cool. Luka got that game winner on him. How many big men are going to stop that game winner?
No one.
If that guy gets in his bag and you're not going to stop that.
Because I've seen so much.
AD's not going to stop that. You can name any big man you want. KP's not going to stop that. No one's going to stop that.
I just feel like he's faced unfair criticism saying, like Kendrick Perkins saying, oh, he should give back his awards, and everyone is making fun of him. Like, he's done I don't know what you want him to do. He has elite defenders around him.
Draymond, stop doing that.
Yeah, stop doing that. Yeah, it's so petty.
It sounds pure. It sounds so jealous. Like,
it's crazy because he's had elite perimeter defenders on his team, but if they can't stop Luka and Kyrie, what's he supposed to do when they switch on him? So it's kind of like he's faced unfair criticism. But because
Draymond, you're not stopping that. You're not stopping that game winner, Draymond.
He ain't stopping that.
You're not stopping that, Draymond.
And
I can't lie to you.
Draymond's not gonna get cooked like that on the island.
Yeah, he would.
He didn't get cooked though. He got a contest on it.
He got contested. Yeah.
There's not much you can do. And do you remember a couple episodes ago you were telling me late game shot. There's no good shot. I told you for these players like a Luka step back, it is more than enough space. What is that? Not what we said.
Yeah.
And what did you say? Oh no, that's not enough space.
No. I didn't say it's not enough space. I said it's not a good shot.
It is a good shot for Luka's good shot. He's proven the time and time again in the playoffs. It's a good shot. But what when you said this is a time ago. You know when Murray hit that game winner against Boston, we said that's a horrendous shot because that's not a shot he takes. He said that's a great shot. So now you're saying this Luka shot is a great shot. You see what I got you there? So you said that Murray shot was a great shot, but this was no. It was Murray.
Talking about DeJounte.
No, so I'm gonna mention that. So when Murray hit that game winner, he said that's a great shot. We said it's a horrendous shot. He caused no separation. He's not known for making a shot. You like that's a great shot. But when Luka, which is known for a step back for you, said that's not a great shot. So I don't know where you're going with this. I really don't. You want to answer that?
I think the situation is different.
Okay. So, next. Okay.
The situation was different.
Okay.
The time of the clock was different. So I think
okay.
It was different. The DeJounte Murray one was like a heave. Luka literally created that shot. There's a difference there.
Why does it have to be a heave for DeJounte?
Because of the time, bro.
He had more than enough time. He had more than enough time.
Shoot, bro.
No, he had more than enough time to separate.
It wasn't catch and shoot. He dribbled. He got caught in
traffic. He had more than time,
and he was forced to heave it, bro.
He didn't heave. He had more than
Yes, yeah. He was forced to shoot the ball.
Drew was on his ass.
Exactly. He was forced to shoot the ball, bro. So it was a great shot in terms of. I'm not saying that Luka's shot wasn't in terms of like him making it wasn't a good shot. But I'm saying in general, those shots aren't. Those are not what you drop. Those are not sure things. When you're drawing
I'm
up
sure
a play,
Kid was in the timeout calling the Luka ISO.
It's their best option. And speaking of time, it's their best option to go to Luka.
It's the best option ever to go with DeJounte Murray late game heat.
At that particular time with that team, yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay, but enough about doing Monster. Yeah. So Gobert, he didn't deserve that much hate. But I just want to say this again. This is when I told you.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should put my hand up.
But fair enough.
Maybe late game shots, maybe 0.5 seconds left on the clock. One man in front of you to beat. Maybe that's a great shot. Maybe everybody should be taking those shots. Maybe that's what we should be looking for with 24 seconds.
But I do want to say this though.
Ain't alright, Kelvin.
Let him finish.
I mean, I did tell you though, Kelvin. I told you this especially. If we take game one, the series is over. And I said it because we've lost every single game one on the kid. And I told you, if we take game one and we split on that Timberwolves, and we got and if we go up 2 hours, well, it's done. And I told you, I can literally see it because I told you. Do you remember what I told you guys? That team was built to beat Denver. They weren't built to beat us. That's the difference. Because Tim Connolly made that Denver team, and he basically made the Timberwolves team to beat Jokic and beat that Denver team. And I told you they couldn't match up against us. They just couldn't. And I hope that team, that was a great year.
There's so many guys on Dallas that deserve credit.
I know this is mention I mentioned. I can't lie to you. I knew Luka was going to be great. I knew Kyrie was going to be great. The person that impressed me the most his entire playoff run in that series was Lively. Because guess who? So guess in every series, guess who the best center was in every single series? And guess in every single series, even this series, it was Lively. A rookie Lively was better than Kat. He was better than Gobert. He was better than Knight. He was better than Gafford. He was better than Chet. He was better than Zubac. Like he was the best center in every. He was the best center in every single series, which was incredible.
Why are you making that face?
Like I have some numbers, right, which is incredible. Like I think I was so shocked when I saw his number because I didn't realize myself during the flow of the game. But he's the first.
But you know what I will say, I feel like Lively has more of a rim presence, rim aura than Gobert.
This is something
I don't know. It's because I'm watching it and I feel like
I agree.
Whenever these Timberwolves players
They're
dive
scared.
in, I'm like,
they're scared.
Don't do it.
Because
I don't feel that way when Kyrie's diving on Gobert.
No, but Kelvin, here's the difference, right? I've seen guys attack Gafford. Like I literally posterized him, but they as soon as they see Lively, they just take some jump or a layup, and it just like
I'm really a big fan of this guy.
So Lively, here's a little stat by Lively, right? He's the first person in NBA history to shoot 100% for an entire series, and he's the first person to make 21 consecutive shots. That's more than who was it? I think that was more than Chris Anderson. So he has the longest streaks for the most consecutive shots.
100% was that just free throws or field goals?
No, field goals.
Field goals. Just field goals. He missed
Field
the
goals as
free
well.
throw.
And not just that, he has the highest plus minus in a single playoff series by a rookie ever. And all time, he's second in plus minus, only behind Manu Ginobili, if you guys know him, played for the Spurs. And not just that, he's had so many other stats. Like he's third in best defending field goal percentage at the rim among all centers. There's a lot of stats. He's top 5 in blocks. There's a lot of stats I can go from, but it'll take a long time. But hold on.
Listen, Gobert is amazing.
He is amazing.
But let's give Lively his credit that series.
Listen. Like,
and didn't want those layups he was getting on Jokic. You don't want that smoke with Lively.
And not just that, he was top 5 in blocks. He was top 5 in offensive rebounding. Like there's so many numbers can go through. But the point is, Lively's been so incredible on the stats page and I test. And my question to you guys is, from how you've seen him play in the rookie in his rookie year, where would you rank his ceiling? Because I can see this is very tough because Wemby's in the league, innit? But I can see him be a defensive player of a candidate. I don't know if he win it because Wemby's there, so I don't know how many he would take. But I can see him be an All NBA defender. I can see him be an All Star. I can see him be an All NBA player. And I'm not just saying that. This is incredible. What we're seeing from rookie is crazy. Is really unprecedented. To be honest with you. But so my question is to you, man, is where do you see his roof, like his ceiling?
Listen, I think this guy will always be amazing defensively, like throughout his career, because he moves well on the perimeter, and like I said, his rim presence is quite amazing, and he plays with a lot of IQ.
His passes of the short roll is amazing. I
think, like, I love the field goal stats, but let's be honest, this guy is a rim runner, catching those lobs. Like, I'm pretty sure 80% of his shots come from catching a lob from Luka or Kyrie, getting that dunk in. So let's be honest, he's quite limited offensively.
But if you do know him, right, so back in Duke, he actually shot 3-point percentages. And he's actually pretty good. Like, he'll actually shoot threes. And I think that's his next. I think if there's any step for him to take, I'll say is making it. Yes, I've seen him. No, yes.
He should not be a stretch big.
He's not going to.
Why?
He should not be a stretch big.
Oh, you mean take it? Why?
He should not be a stretch big.
Why
Let him
not?
continue to excel in what he's doing, bro. We don't need a stretch big. We don't need another guy that doesn't want to play in the paint. What was the situation with KP and Luka? We don't need that, bro.
I guess.
We've
Yeah,
literally
I guess.
seen that. We don't need that.
I guess.
Let him stay where he is.
But I'll
Go on,
say improvements is probably his like just improve his post finishing. But apart from that, he's been incredible. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I think he can be in the running for a defensive player of the year. But again, I think it's just gonna come down to
Wemby.
how many minutes he's gonna get. Kid has to give him the minutes because right now he doesn't start, does he?
He's come to the bench with Gafford,
So-
which works to be honest because Gafford's been incredible as well.
Yeah, Gafford has been very good. So yeah, I think next season I'd like to see him starting. Let's see what he can do. I think he can make a defensive All NBA defense next season. That's how highly I rate him.
And I was saying this from
Next season.
Yeah, if Kid gives him the minutes and he's healthy.
You guys, I don't understand what you man are watching, bro.
What do you mean?
No, in terms of like, I'm not saying that you can't make it eventually, but next season, do you man know the defenders?
Well,
that are in
next
this
season,
league, bro?
Bro, there's 3 teams. You think
You think he's gonna be the 15 best? He's gonna be one of the 15 best defenders in our league.
I don't see why he can't be. Did you watch this?
He has a rep
He was-
already. He has a rep already. He has a rep already.
Now that it's positionless, maybe now that it's positionless,
Yeah.
maybe. But even still, I don't know if he's gonna get enough. The stats, I don't know if he's gonna get enough of them.
Stats are very important as well.
The playoffs is one thing. To be honest, I have no hate towards Lively. He's been incredible for us. I think it's a bit. I think all the stats you read out, like, it's nice. It's nice that he's doing that. And it shows that there definitely is production. There's a lot of good production coming from him. But I'm still treating it as a surprise. I don't think we're at a stage yet where we should be expecting him to be performing.
I don't think it was a surprise.
regularly.
He's done it all regular season.
I don't think it was, if you guys remember, I said it from day one. He'll be attached to Channel 2.0, and literally everyone laughed at me. I said
Who laughed at you?
No. I remember like
He said he was the one that said 3.
Which one?
There's only two.
there's only two.
Oh, there's only 2. Sorry.
No, because
you're right.
no, but the point I'm trying to make is from day one, from the training camp. Because I remember Kelvin mocking me. No, we're not mocking me. It's kind of like, what are you on about? I said from day one, he'll be attached to Channel 2.0, and guys looked at me funny. Now I said it from day one, and I meant it, and look what he's doing right now. And next is Omax, but that's someone we'll see next season. Don't worry about that. But yeah,
You look like you have a lot of confusion on your face. Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm just thinking a lot about what you guys are saying.
I think his ceiling is Kevon Looney.
You're joking.
This guy's a troll.
You're joking.
This guy's a troll.
Rebound.
Looney, I know Looney's in the playoffs. Looney is incredible. Looney is incredible in terms of on the offensive class he is. But let's.
He rim runs.
I think personally, I think we just move off of Dallas. I think we spent a lot of time on Dallas. I don't. To be honest, what you were saying about the Timberwolves, I feel like their thing was defense. I don't think their thing was offense when it came to the series against the Mavs. They couldn't rely on their defense to get stops when they needed it to. It goes towards your point in terms of they weren't built to play the Mavs. That's true. They weren't. But they had success in stints when they put Kyle Anderson on there. We saw there was more success when they had a small ball lineup. But I don't know why Finch didn't use that more. In terms of Ant, I don't think Ant was. I don't know if inconsistent is the right way.
he is inconsistent because he has bad games, he has stretches of bad games. He has good games and bad games. And I told you, and you said, look how they're playing. I told you will see. It will come eventually. He's an inconsistent player, and he's shown that. He's shown that to me. And there's nothing new I didn't learn about this Timberwolves team. You can't trust him for shit. And he's inconsistent. He'll get better, but he's inconsistent. That's literally how I see him as a player.
I don't know. I think you're being a little bit harsh on what you said from Ant. Because he took a big step in a lot of ways, and I think what he's carrying on that team is a lot. You know what I mean? Like he's literally making that team go in so many different ways.
Okay.
And his second running mate was absent for a lot of that series, and he was doing more heavy lifting.
But this is why I say.
No. I'm not gonna give him.
And this one thing about Ant.
What?
He for me, he doesn't have the trait that makes his teammates better. That's one thing.
He's gonna learn it. He's gonna
learn it.
Yes, that's the one thing he needs to learn from Mike Conley. That's why Mike Conley is essential to that team, because he's the one still that's orchestrating and putting the other guys in the right positions. Ant hasn't learned that yet. Ant right now is just him. It's just he's gonna kill you by himself, and his energy is transferable in terms of his energy and like his morale. But in terms of like actually being able to facilitate and do that, if he does that, he becomes what you said about Tyrese Halliburton. He becomes passive. If he focuses too much on that, he's not able to also get his and get everybody else involved. That's the only thing that I would say about Ant. That's a bit. Once he learns that, I'll be real. It's gonna be scary. It is gonna be scary. But I think, to be honest, I think we could move on from the conference finals unless anybody has anything else that they really want to say.
It seems like you're avoiding them, no?
I do want to say.
There's still
everything I wanted. No, bro.
There's a lot more.
I think we can get into the finals, bro.
Yeah, but there's one thing I would definitely say, and that's the last point. You're right. I'm gonna get to the finals. That's the last point. But when I hear people saying Ant didn't have help, I don't give me that.
I didn't say he didn't have help.
No, not you. I'm just saying. I've heard people say he has an All NBA player on his team, also on his team. He has a Defensive Player of the Year on his team. He has an All NBA defender on his team. And he's a star, right? You have all the pieces. You beat Denver. You swept Phoenix. Everyone was anointing you as the favorites after beating Denver. These guys are winning the chip. So I don't want to hear now. And Ant didn't have enough help.
Let's not do Ant like that. Let's. I want to say, Kat, you're disqualified. I don't ever want to see him say, "I'm the greatest big man."
He's the worst. He's the worst.
Wait. So Sabonis is better than Cat.
Hell no.
Nah, he's not better than Cat.
Hell no.
You know, listen.
Which I sneak that one in there.
Oh yeah, that's something I need to admit. I won't put Sabonis in. I'll say Cat's better than Sabonis because what Cat did in the demonstration, I don't see Sabonis doing. And what I saw Cat doing as Phoenix, I don't see the Sabonis doing. So even though I still class him in the same category, Cat is better than. Cat is better than Sabonis. Like there's no more down my mind anymore. But yeah, that's what I want to see.
But yeah, let's bury that Cat. Cat, don't stop saying that. From how you shot on open looks with PJ 6'7" Washington on you. 6'7", you are 6'11", 6'7" PJ. I want to stress that because Cat, you are 6'11", bro. You can't.
I think it's 7 foot. I think it's that spot on 7 foot.
7 foot 6'11". You have significant advantage on PJ Washington. For you to get dominated,
it's a mental thing. I'm telling you, because it's wide open looks. I'm saying that some players are built for the mental stage. Some players aren't. That's why Cat, I'll never trust him. He's not built for the moment.
I won't even blame him too much. Some people have their limits. Maybe he's reached his.
But what I do know is I had enough help. It just couldn't happen because they just faced that. That's such all it was. And I know something else. Well, every team that Elias picked against Dallas, Dallas won every single series. So hopefully you say something. So hopefully it's something. That would be beautiful.
You'll find out soon. You'll find out.
Okay.
If you say Dallas, I'm walking out. I'm walking out because that's a hex right now. I'm walking out. But talking about Boston, the finals, Dallas.
Yeah, I think this matchup is gonna be. As I was telling these guys, I'm looking forward to a great series. I'm looking for a great match tonight. I'm gonna be fully locked in, fully invested. I've been told that right now there's a pending transfer going on for me. You haven't really put in the mail yet, but there's a pending transfer out there in terms of
there's no transfer.
League alliances. Next year I might be without a team.
Legal.
We will see.
We're getting it in there.
We're gonna get a lawyer on it. But in terms of the finals right now, I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm really, really looking forward to it. I think one thing I'm gonna say is the way that the Celtics win this series is that Jason Tatum plays the way that I see him playing, the way that I see him as a player. And I think that will change the minds of everybody in this room about Jason Tatum, everybody online. Because even when we had a discussion about voters fatigue around MVPs and that, you were saying, no, Jason Tatum's because he's not seen that. Cool. But the success that Jason Tatum has had throughout his career, consistently from when he landed in this league, has built up fatigue. People are just expecting, okay, when is he going to lift this trophy? When is he going to lift this trophy? And that has made that every single thing that he's done that's great has had us asterisks next to it of, okay, but he hasn't won. And this is what? His 7th year? This is his 7th year. And there's that asterisk on it. So all I really have to say for right now is that you guys are going to see. For the Celtics to win this series, Jason Tatum has to play the way that I see him. I don't. Right now, I think it was after game. Was it after game 3? It was after game 3 in the Western Conference Finals that I said on the group chat that I said the Mavericks are winning the finals, and I haven't moved off that point. The reason I said it at that point then, and I didn't really. To much, the reason I wanted to move on from the Western Conference Finals earlier was because he pretty much already said, and you had pretty much already said everything that I was going to say in terms of Luka is incredible. Luka is legitimately also. I saw him steal souls in that series. I saw him do it. And in terms of the way that the team was working cohesively, I've never seen the Mavericks look so together. I always used to have complaints about the way that Luka would dominate the ball and not get off of it and not get others involved. That was my one and biggest thing about Luka. But now it seems like he genuinely trusts his team. He's genuinely willing to give PJ the ball to dribble in the mid-range and shoot his floater or shoot a jumper. He's ready to throw an alley-oop when it's necessary. He's willing to give Kyrie the ball to go have his time. He's finally ready and trusting his team.
I don't really agree.
And that's the one thing that I've always thought was the one thing that we needed for us to really succeed, and we're seeing it. So that's why I have the Mavericks winning. I believe that this series will go 7. But I'm looking forward to it.
Dallas will win a game 7 in Boston.
They have the best player.
I'll be real. Boston's home court means nothing.
They've been,
if there's one thing we know,
the 17 and 14, the last.
It means nothing, bro.
7 and 14 at home. So, there's a reason why.
No, but Boston's record, like, as a franchise in game 7s, it's quite
it's very elite, yeah.
Like, it's quite
But they haven't faced Luka yet in game 7, so.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it, man. I think this series is probably going to be the best thing we've seen all playoffs long. I think in terms of matchup, it's probably the most equal as a result of health.
Matchups?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I feel like it's quite equal.
Hell no.
Both teams have two incredibly dynamic stars.
They completely outmatch us. They completely outmatch us.
No, they know they
completely. Their starting five matches us completely. Especially with KB back as well. Hope coming on the bench, they completely outmatch us. Listen.
I don't know. I personally don't believe that, but you know what? That's fair enough. But yeah, I think we're going to see a great show.
I think in terms of this run for just before we get into the final, I just want to mention what Luka's doing this playoff, which is quite incredible to be honest with you. This is an all-time great run that's happening right now. He's only the fourth person in NBA history to have 450 points, 150 rebounds, 150 assists in the playoff run. The other three are LeBron, Jokic, and Bird. And he's the first person ever in NBA history to lead all those.
Shout out Larry Legend.
And he's the first person to lead all those categories heading into an NBA Finals. And he's the first person ever right now to lead the playoffs in points, rebounds, assists, steals, 3 goals made, 3-pointers made, field goals made, and free throws made. So all I gotta say, this is if Luka completes the deal, this is one of the greatest runs we've ever seen. Ever.
You know, LeBron's done that.
Yeah, I know, but it's Bron. It's Bron. So that has to go in it. So that's what it is.
Okay.
But
just making sure.
Yeah, but it's Bron though. So I don't know who it is. Bron. It's go in it. But if Luka does this one, the greatest one we've ever seen ever, and the path that he's done it is quite incredible. But talking about the finals,
talk us through it. Give us the PG analysis.
Well, the way I see it is.
Wait. The path that he's done it is not that incredible, bro.
It is incredible. The first seed, he faced the number one defense.
The only thing that's incredible is that he beat the Clippers, bro. Every other team is not incredible. They win in his fit. Every other team is not incredible that they beat them, bro.
No, because the general consensus is we should not beat OKC.
I would say
we should not beat Timberwolves. The entire NBA wrong.
Ban that.
Everyone's a number one seed. OKC, Shane's Burnley Cup over Dallas. Timberwolves number one defense. Stop that shit, man. Stop that crap. You don't believe that yourself. Get out of here, man. Stop that shit. Saying that about Clippers. Get out of here. Stop. This is an incredible run. You mad?
A team that just made the playoffs for the first time.
Yeah, you know what, Calvin? You're right.
What did I say?
You're right. It was late. That's fair. You're right. 100%.
An incredible run. Are we deep in it? Okay, see, this is their first deep run in the playoffs. It's not incredible.
Hold on, he say that, yeah. He's the same guy that said, he could beat Dallas, he could beat them, we go to the finals, and now he's saying, it's the first time. It's the first time. He's like, this is the first time now.
He could beat Denver.
Get out of here. You see, because I remember heading into that series.
Now we're just lying.
I remember heading into that series. He never once said, this is Oaks' first time. Look, but we said that this is Oaks' first time in the playoffs. He said, that's not my dog. No, hold on. We said to him, and Elias, this is August's first time in the playoffs. That's why they're going to be vulnerable. He said, that doesn't matter, because look how great they've been in the regular season. But now he's saying, look, this is the first time. You're contradicting us. You're not making no sense.
I'm not contradicting myself.
He's not making it. There's tape on it.
You're doing the exact same thing. You're doing the exact same thing. You're now calling it an incredible run before saying this is their first time. Which one is it?
Stop.
Which one is it? I'm asking you.
They beat the number one seed. They beat.
I didn't say they could beat Denver. I didn't say they're going to the finals. That might have been other people. That's not what I said. I said they could.
The point is, they beat 3 Hall of Famers in the first round.
That's it. That's an incredible
They beat the number one seed in OKC. They beat the number one defense. Everyone's hating the best defenses, the Pistons. And Baby Bird, the championship favorites of them in Denver. We smoked them in 5. So now you're saying this is not an incredible run.
It's not.
And if it be Boston, this team will Tatum. Imagine being that Boston team. This is kind of similar. It's not as well because I always rate that chip highly, but this is kind of similar to what Dirk did in 2011. It's not as high as that because that was incredible, but this is similar to that. Going to the NBA Finals against a super team, what?
In your mind, how close is it to the Dirk championship?
It's not close, but it's similar. It's not.
Bro,
it's
you
not
know
close
who Dirk beat right to get there.
That's why I said it's not close. It's similar. It's not close,
similar, bro. It's not similar.
In terms of
they beat no champions, bro.
In terms of let me finish.
No, there is no finishing. It's not an incredible run.
Let me finish.
No, it's not, bro. I'll let you finish, bro. I'll let you go for about 30 minutes today. Bro, it's not an incredible run.
It's similar to
that run.
It's similar to run.
It's not similar.
It's similar. You know your history. Let me finish then.
Finish. Go.
In that same run, Dirk wasn't favored in any of those series. In the NBA Finals, he was heavily underdogs. This is similar to what Luka's done every single series. He's been the underdogs every single series. And in these finals, Boston are heavy favorites. So it's similar. Is a young.
You guys walked as the best player into each of these series, bro.
Each of these series,
let me finish. The best player for all of these series.
The Dallas Mavericks and then by European is going up against a heavy frail super team.
That's crazy.
Just like a top against Miami. And if you beat them, it's similar. In essence, it's similar.
No.
It's not.
But this is where I'm gonna have to slightly go away from you, Paul. The Clippers, at the end of the day, they didn't have a healthy Kawhi.
Yeah.
So them beating Kawhi isn't.
But it's not PG, Harden.
It's not crazy. It's a 50-50 series without Kawhi. Let's be honest. It's a 50-50
which
series.
Which is crazy to say. Imagine that Kawhi, like that's a super team right there.
Yeah, if they had beaten the Clippers without Kawhi, then you can say what you're saying. Like it's
But
it's been any narrative to make Luka look like.
But it's still an incredible run. The number one seed, the number
it's a
one
very
defense.
good run.
You say, oh no, it's not.
It's not an incredible run, bro.
Crazy, man.
It's
I'm telling
not
you,
an
you're right.
incredible run.
You're right. You should. You know.
I'm happy, bro. Don't worry, the transfer's in soon. Don't worry. It's not an incredible run. It's not like G.
I can't.
Nothing.
I can't wait for him to be on side. I can't wait.
His numbers might be historic, but in terms of the teams they've played and beat, I don't think it's anything special.
Would you say that Warriors run was better than this one?
Which Warriors run?
The last one with Curry.
When Curry won, it's not even close. That was a horrendous run. Until that entire West was weak.
Now, be honest. You beat a Nuggets team without their second best player, their third best player.
I wouldn't put the run incredible.
That was a weak run.
Who they
Let's
beat?
be honest.
They beat Sac. They beat Nuggets. Who did they?
And then Luka, the finals against Luka, just Luka and the rest of the other guys. Because JB was invisible that entire series. So it's like
Be fair.
It was a bad one.
I'm not saying it was an incredible. I'm not saying it's an incredible run.
Which one is better? Be fair.
I would say this one is better.
Okay. By far?
It's better.
By far?
I don't know what you're measuring it by, but it's better.
Okay.
It's better. They both went against injured teams at one stage.
Injured teams, apart from the Clippers, who's injured teams? Because
Injured
injured teams, plural, injured teams,
Yeah,
injured teams. So don't spin it like bro. Don't be dumb. Injured team.
One team.
I can't lie. You
one
got
team.
You think he's slight.
One team. Okay, sorry. Easy, be clear. One team. Sorry.
I was something though, but even with Carter, they still had a great team to beat us though. That's what I said.
Yeah, the Clippers have a good team.
Can we actually get back on track? Sorry. Can we get back onto the finals, please?
But what you were saying about if the Dallas Mavericks can complete this.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But I'm just saying, like, there's no way Boston should lose this. If they lose this, then I think they should split that deal up, bro. I'll be honest with you. If you can't win with this team,
Why are you doing that when you know how? Well, at least me and him. Boston Celtics are stacked.
This is a super team. This is a super team.
What I don't understand is you guys just operate in extremes, bro. You guys.
What do you mean
You
extremes?
guys just operate in extremes, bro. How can man go from praising his team, believing in them so much to say, no, we're completely outmatched. All of this.
Because on paper we are though. On paper we are though.
Bro, forget about paper, bro. What have you seen with your eyes? Judge by what you've seen with your eyes. Forget about paper.
I said it before we.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you these questions. Who's the best player in this series now?
Luka.
Okay, so Luka's the best player. Who's the second best player in this series?
If I mean,
Give me the top four.
I'll say Luka.
In order.
I'll say Luka. I think I'm gonna give Edge to Tatum, then Kyrie, then Brown.
Okay, so the two best players, in your opinion, out of the four, are on the Mavericks. Yeah, they're completely outmatched. Why?
I would say Tatum, Brown. What do you? You have Drew Holiday.
Okay.
Look at this is super team. What are you trying to play
I'm not saying not a super team. What? But our team doesn't. You can't tell me our team doesn't match up.
Top 10 players. Do Dallas have more top 10 players? Like
no, they don't.
At least 6 of the top 10 players is on Boston.
At least six.
They're starting 5.
At least 6.
They're starting 5, and Horford is arguably. Just their starting 5.
No.
Horford is arguably.
Stop that. He's lying to himself.
What do you mean I'm lying to myself?
How's
How am
Horford?
I lying to myself? PJ, Gafford, Luka, Kyrie, Lively.
Wait.
That's the 5 I'll take.
I said top 10 players in the series.
That's the 5 from the Mavericks I'll take.
You take Gafford over Horford?
Yes. I would.
Would you, Elias? You taking Gafford over Horford?
Playoff wise.
Whatever you want. This season, whatever recency. Which one are you taking? Hell, Horford. White. You taking Gafford over White?
No.
They're quiet?
No.
No. Okay, just making sure.
Listen. The point is that team is on paper way better than us, and on numbers wise they've showed as well they're a way better team than us. Like we should not be beating that team the same. That would be a humiliation. Boston lose that series.
I don't know why you don't want to
admit it. I don't know why humiliation. It's humiliation to lose the series
for Boston.
Yes, humiliation. That's doing the series.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing. It's tragic. It is tragic.
Expected to win, but I wouldn't call it humiliation.
All season long you've had the best team.
You've had the best regular season.
And everyone. You're the 65 win team, and you're losing to a 5th seed in the West. Come on, bro.
I'm going embarrassing, but not humiliating.
Well, same West.
No, in my opinion,
it's humiliating.
I would give it very similar vibes, in my personal opinion, to 2011 vibes.
100%. 100%.
I've said it from episode
from day one. From day one.
These guys are
episode 1 probably day one.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna clear something up. I take back what I said. I don't take Gafford over Al Horford. I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't do that. But this narrative you're gonna run about humiliation, it's not real, bro. It's not real. You guys can't tell me it's real when they don't have the best player in this series, bro. You guys can't tell me it's real. And in terms of like team cohesion, yes, they're an incredible team. Yes, they're a super team. It's great what we're seeing over there. Cool. But we can't act like the Mavs, what they've shown us is not also incredible. We can't act like what we've seen from them is also like as if like this team has no chance. It's not like they're walking like the Pacers, bro. So we can't like you can't.
It's not like what now?
It's not like they're the Pacers. It's not like the Mavericks or the Pacers. That's what you're acting right now. This reaction is in terms of humiliation. But
don't do that to the Pacers.
That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from them.
The Pacers are only behind the Mavs this season. Offensive rating, they're only behind the Mavs. That Mavs team.
So they're hiding that.
So give them the respect. Give them the respect. The Pacers, they have all season long. They've been a valid team, bro.
Really?
Yes, 100% they've been a valid team.
So it should sweep the Mavericks is what you're telling me.
I have Boston in 5. I have Boston in 5. Yeah, I have Boston in 5.
Say no more. So you believe that? Do you
have Boston in 5
as well?
I don't have Boston beating the Mavs. I don't have Boston beating the Mavs.
That's crazy.
They're better than us, but
that's crazy.
But as 2011 proved, the better team does not always win. And heading into finals, I promise you, everyone, hold on.
The better team doesn't always win.
Wait. Heading into finals, everyone. Hold on.
The better team on paper.
And also, in that 2011, and heading into that series, everyone thought Bron was better than Doug. There was no debate, there was no discussion to be had. But it doesn't. The best player on the best team doesn't always win the finals. And 2011 proved that with Bron. Bron's my goal, but I admit. He was the best player and he choked. So it doesn't. So but look, you said
the best team doesn't always win the finals.
No, because you said you said we have the best player. So you're kind of using the argument. But in 2011, they had the best player, but they lost.
Yes, that can also happen.
That
can also happen. But what I'm saying is that you're making it seem as if the Mavericks are just some scrubs. That's what you're making it seem. That's the narrative you're running at. That's the narrative that you're running.
I never said they're scrubs.
That's the narrative.
They've been incredible. That's why I have them beating Boston in the finals. It doesn't mean.
But it's not about him saying somebody is scrubs. It's him respecting how well Boston is built.
That's not what it sounds like.
It is. I said it from day one.
That's not what it sounds like.
I said it from day one.
What does it sound like? He's just saying, "Oh, Dallas don't stand a chance."
It just sounds like you're just stacking all the odds.
You do.
That's what it sounds like.
Because Boston should win, Ollie. Whether you like it or not, Boston should win.
They should. I'm not saying that they shouldn't win. But I'm just saying it's a lot more evenly matched than you guys are making it seem.
Because Dallas are playing very well.
They are.
They're playing very well.
They are. And Boston has still not really been tested this playoff series. They haven't been pushed to their limits, have they?
Okay, but they have playoff experience. They have finals experience.
They do.
So I don't think we can say that, they haven't been tested. Because these guys have been in the trenches.
They've
gone through wars.
I'm talking about recently. This playoff series, this playoff run that we've seen so far from them, have they been tested? Have they really been pushed to their limits?
I don't think you need to be tested. Because look at Nuggets last season. No series went more than 5.
No, but they were tested, bro.
How can you get tested if no series went more than 5?
They were in trenches. Against the Lakers, they were in the trenches, bro.
They were in the trenches.
They were.
Man. Come on, man. So you're saying that they're in the trenches. Every game with the Pacers was a close game, apart from game 2, I believe. Even game 2 was close.
Hold on. Also, it was a Cavs when Mitchell wasn't out.
Yeah,
they were battling in the fourth quarter.
So why does that not count as being in the trenches?
Man, it was a cake.
In my mind, I don't really feel like that's properly being tested. They didn't lose a game, bro. They didn't lose a game. And yes, I know you can offer the same argument to the Nuggets. That's fair. That's fair enough.
No, I forgot about as well. Keeper didn't play for the entire, basically played for one game, and then the NBA Finals. It just shows. Shows you crazy. It is crazy. They are stacked. They are super. They are beyond stacked. They are a super team. No, it's not super teams. They're Justice League.
Okay.
There's
I
a
want to hear
category
from you,
above.
man. I want to hear from you.
Elias, give us your thoughts on the series.
I do think Boston will win. Dallas
In how much?
probably 6.
In
Dallas have the
6, okay.
pieces to take games. It probably goes 2-2, 2-2, and then Boston probably take the last 2. But I do think it's more evenly matched than the opinion's been thrown around. But I do think Boston do have the edge.
I think for me, I do have Boston in 5, but I think for me how Boston,
5?
I think for me how Boston is gonna win this series, and I will KD guarantee it. I know I shouldn't,
Don't KD guarantee anything, bro.
but what do they
it.
call me?
Do it.
Reckless.
Reckless, yeah.
So I will KD guarantee a Boston Celtics are winning this series, and they will be lifting the first NBA championship in over 10 years.
Kelvin, I remember you said that. I remember.
I will KD guarantee a Boston finals win. But what I want to say, where this series will be decided for me anyway, is I feel like for a large part of this series, Boston can play small ball.
Yeah.
Where it's not really small ball, but it's small ball because all of these guys can shoot the ball, but they're gonna have rim protection. So for me, that's where this series is gonna be decided. I don't think Dallas will have an answer to stop them as a collective unit.
With keeping,
You know what?
With keeping the lineup.
Yes, I don't think Dallas will have an
because
answer for
it's
that.
based off the floor. He's based off the floor.
This guy can shoot.
It'll depend on
can
how
shoot
healthy
that shit.
Kleber is. It will depend on how healthy Kleber is. That will be the difference, and how much production.
That's
we
true.
can get out
No,
of him.
that's true. Because
That's the matchup.
that's true. Because
Because we both do have like switchable lineups in terms of if we go 5 for
100%,
5
yeah, I
and they
agree.
go
But
all shooters.
my personal opinion, you shouldn't do that. Because my personal opinion, Dallas are at their best when they're running those lobs
100%.
and Lively is in there.
It's still gonna be-
You're
it's
not
gonna be-
running those lobs with Kleber in there. No offense to Kleber.
Well, no, that's I guess defensively, Derek Lively can move his feet very well.
Very well.
In terms of switching, but I guess I don't know. It's gonna be for Kid to figure out
Listen,
how he wants to match up with them
I
defensively.
think that scares me at Boston.
But I don't,
all
think, I, don't
five
think, I,
of
don't
those
think
guys-
that, I don't think the lobs are as crucial as you think they are.
No, the reason why they're crucial is it plays a part in the defense's mind every single possession. Because there's so much
you know
rim
what?
pressure.
Example.
There's so much because there's so
There
many
is.
opportunities where
Example.
Gobert will go to block off like
No.
Lively for the lob. It gives Lucas such a clear shot.
No, Kevin, you know what it is? The word of it, drop coverage. They force everyone to play drop coverage because we have Live and Gafford that are lob threats. So that's why I don't agree with that. Who said that lobs? That's why lobs are so important because it forces KP to play in drop coverage.
It's the pressure, bro.
It places
The
them.
Celtics switch. The Celtics will switch.
Yeah,
They'll be
well-
happy to. They'll be happy to.
And good luck KP on Luka. Good luck because he has to play in drop coverage. Otherwise, he's getting a lob on top of him. So that's why I don't agree with you. The lobs are very important. Very important.
We might even see a double big lineup of them playing Al Horford and KP at the same time.
And the fact that they can do that says a lot about.
No, but
Says a lot.
you know what scares me
It
about
just
them?
depends. It's gonna be chess.
But you know what scares me about them? All 5 of the starting lineup can put the ball on the floor and get their own shot. That's what scares me. Drew can do that. White can do that. Cape can do that. Brown, Tatum. You can all put the ball on the floor, get their own shot, create, and also get others involved. That's what scares me. That's what honestly scares me a lot. Because all 5 of them can get their own bucket.
So with that being said, how does the series go?
That's wins, but I don't know how many games. I really don't know how many games. To be honest with you. I don't know how many games. It's like I said, the Timberwolves and Clip.
Is that a PG guarantee?
Like I said, they're winning, but I don't know how many games.
Okay. Moyewa.
I said 7.
Dallas in 7. They're standing by that.
Yeah.
Okay. Game 1, who you guys got?
I go Boston.
Okay.
Boston, every game won so far. They've just come
I'll
out.
say Boston.
I've got Boston by 12.
Game 1. I think the Mavs surprised them at home.
Are you gonna wait, Kevin? Are you gonna PG? Are you gonna K guarantee?
I'm not going to
Boston?
KD guarantee. I'm not going to KD guarantee game 1. I'm not going to KD
I mean, you
guarantee
did K
game
guarantee on
one.
the series though.
I'm not going to do that. I KD guarantee the series,
So
yes.
trap card activated. So there you
Okay.
go.
Okay. Well, Drake took Dallas, so we know how that turns out most of the time.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna bring him into it. But yeah.
It'll be a good series, no matter what happens.
Yeah, it'll be. Well, I don't think it'll be a good series because I have Boston in 5. But
I can't be mad at that. I can't even be mad at that. Listen. I can't even be mad at that because if that was to obviously I'll be going on
Exactly.
But okay, I can't even be mad. Like I can't even be mad.
like, I feel like people heavily underestimate how well this series go.
Because if they beat them in 5, I wouldn't even be like, wow, oh my god, lost them 5. Because that's how good clip There are. But I will say this though, regardless of what Tatum does in the series, my opinion on him will not change. He can average 60, 10 and 10 on...
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do
Take a shot. I beg.
Okay.
Stay calm. Stay calm. 60 and 10. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Okay, listen.
Stay calm.
The point is...
So there's nothing to be won here. Other than the Larry O'Brien trophy, there's nothing to be won.
No, listen, let me finish. The point
So if
is...
the Celtics win, you don't care. Nothing about Jason Tatum is going to change for you.
You wouldn't face the league.
There'll be no...
So it's a foregone conclusion for you. So it's a lose-lose situation. Fair enough.
Who's winning Finals MVP? Because Kyrie could have a big series.
Wait, but your... Wait, in what?
My personal opinion, I really think Brown could do it.
Yeah,
I really do, but I feel like Tatum is going to take it personally.
Any 4 of them could do
No, Kelvin, if I'm being honest with you, I feel like when it comes to Finals MVP, media's going to be like, I have to give it to him. It's his team. He's the number one option. You have to give it to him. So regardless, I think
it doesn't always happen.
yeah, that's true. It was Iggy.
Because they could have done that for
Iggy
Curry.
and Curry, yeah, and Kawhi. And...
But I'll take Tatum for Finals MVP.
But regardless, nothing on him will change. My opinion will not change. It's kind of like KD with Warriors. Like, you have to score super stack to win. It doesn't even change anything for me, to be honest with you. Like, literally nothing for me.
See, I wanted to ask a question here today. We ain't got much time left, so I'm just gonna pause it for you guys to think about it. But I think this playoff run has shown us that it's the end of super teams, personally. In terms of having that being your core, in terms of you just going and purchasing guys to build a roster from all over. Because all the teams that we've seen that have been put together, they've been blown up. In terms of the Clippers, the Suns, we've been watching it on the East. On the East, there really hasn't been.
Boston is Justice League, so that
but they started from being drafted together, so it's different.
yeah, but they got KP.
It's still a super team.
It's different because they drafted in. They got in pieces to complement the 2 stars.
Golden State drafted it. But it's still a super team.
They went and got a star. They went and got a star.
One
in KD.
star. One star.
Yes, exactly. But that's still going and getting a star. They didn't bring a star in. Okay, they brought all stars in, but in terms of like a superstar caliber player, they didn't bring that in. That's what I mean by nowadays. Well, I think the future of the league is building your team. Is building your team properly. I think we're going to go back to
100% building. Yeah, building. But I think Phoenix is
because I think this.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because what? Because for the large part, Dallas didn't build their team. If Dallas do win, Dallas had to go through the trade market. So
exactly
what you're saying, even though I don't think Dallas is a super team,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying like from the family teams. I thought you were saying like you have to draft your way to a champ. Is that what you're saying? Like drafting your way?
And then find complementary pieces. That's the way.
Through a trade or something.
That's the way it has to be.
Us, we got lively through the draft.
Now it's not a magic thing of like, okay, cool, let's just go and find the biggest star out there and work it together. I don't think that hasn't worked for a minute. Yeah. That actually hasn't worked for a minute.
I agree with that. And that's why Phoenix will not go anywhere.
So I think this year is definitely something because the impact the role players have had this year has been incredible. I don't know.
I will say this though, there's someone on Boston I'd be happy for when he wins a ring. I've always been a fan of him. That's true. I've always been a fan of him.
That'll be his second one, you know.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because I'm a fan of Drew. I like it. I'm liking it.
It just hurts me because he left the Pelicans and he succeeded.
No, he needs to get out of there, bro. I'll be happy for Al Horford.
Okay, don't do that.
Al Horford needs that as well.
That slice shot was funny. He said it so quietly as well.
Don't do that.
What would you be doing there right now if he was still there, bro?
He'll be living in New Orleans, prospering, eating the food. Gumbo. Yeah, shout out Gumbo.
But Drew, I've been genuinely happy for. Like, I actually love the dude. Like, I'm a fan of him. So if he wins, I
think it's still crazy how you meant it.
It's gonna be good. So I can't wait for the end of this series. I can't wait.
Kelvin, you realize once Luka holds a Larry O'Brien, you know you're finished, right?
Listen, if Luka holds the Larry O'Brien,
none of us are coming.
Wait,
it's gonna be a pod by himself.
You know, yeah, it's gonna be a pod episode by himself.
Just by himself.
I'll be lit, bro.
One thing I'll say is, if Luka wins the Larry O'Brien, this is what I told him. He's top 20 all time.
Okay, guys, we've been in the hoop. I appreciate you guys so much.
Sleep on it.
Top 20 all time.
100%.
Top 20 all time.
100%. That's how much I respect this Boston team. He's made 5 all-team NBA. There's not 20 players alive or dead that can say that.
Off just one chip.
5 all first all-team all-NBA with a championship against this stacked team. There's not 20 players that are alive that can say that.
And also, we know MVP is definitely coming as well. And we know it's coming as well.
MVP will come as well.
So
that's why I'm standing. but it's a good thing it won't happen.
I'm gonna leave you guys with this headache that he's just dropped on us because I don't understand what I don't understand what it is.
But I know. But personally, I think Tatum wins it. He's top 20 as well. Like he's incredible. Like bro, he's just.
Okay, that's sarcasm. That's sarcasm.
And he's basically done the exact same thing. If you deep, he's done the exact same thing as Luka.
What? He
All
hasn't
NBA
done the
teams.
first team all NBAs.
Bro,
Luka has 5 of them.
And Tatum has 2. I think 2 or 3.
I think he has 2. 2 or 3.
I think 2.
I think he has 3 or 4.
No, not 4. No. It's 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3.
Don't need that. Alright, we're gonna get our before you end this, we're checking. Just to see how it matches.
I'm right. I'm telling you, I'm right.
Check.
He has 3 first team.
I was right.
Okay,
there you go.
And a third
and a
team.
third team. Okay.
He's a full-time
All NBA.
Yeah, but Guy has 2 more than him. That's still a lot.
Okay.
A rookie of the year, first team. It's him.
No, he didn't win rookie of the year actually. He didn't win rookie of the year. I don't remember who won.
all rookie first team though.
And scoring title as well.
So give Lucas credit,
He's
man.
not top 20, bro. If he wins the ship, he's not top 20 after one.
I'm saying that, and I'm a.
That's fine. You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay.
That's why God gave you a mouth. But this has been the end.
Where will you have him? Top 50?
I'm not ranking him anywhere until his career's done, bro.
Fair enough. I
I'm
mean,
not
fair
putting him
enough.
anywhere until his career's done. That's the way I operate. Why do you guys are playing? No, man.
So is that same with LeBron then? You don't rank anyway.
LeBron's careers have been set, bro. There's nothing. His legacy's been set.
No. He's playing right now. It's not finished.
Wait. Can I finish? I will clarify my statement. Yeah. For guys that have already set their legacy, if you've gone 10 years plus, yeah. What
You can build your legacy and still be solidified in a ranking. That's 100%
I'm not
right.
ranking him. I'm not ranking Luka now. That's it.
Okay.
Simple. I'm not ranking
Okay.
Luka now. I don't care if he's playing or not playing. I'm not ranking Luka now. Happy? Is that what you want to hear from me?
Okay.
Because you man are fast to throw out these numbers.
Listen,
and then what? They don't mean
you
nothing.
have to give them their
The numbers
flowers
don't mean nothing.
whilst they're doing it.
Okay, give him this.
And after they're
he's
doing it,
giving him
we
a
can
tree.
give them-
He's even giving him a garden in his heart, bruv. I told you, his son is going to be named Luka. Anyway, man, you know what it is, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Let your friends know about us.
We've been in there.
Yeah, man, we've been in the hoop.
In there. Peace out.